business. So I'm curious, did this game... Well, I should wait until you start recording.
It's on.
Right. Oh. Did this game sell very well? That was one of my things I was thinking about.
Didn't sell that well. It had very, very little advertising. It did amazing critically, however.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Like,
it knocked it out of the park,
just out of curiosity. So I'd love to see like some of the info about like background. It got criticized by some critics for being too cutesy. Fucking turn of the millennium, like fucking late 90s bullshit, where it's like everything had to be rocket power, pseudo-edgy. I fucking hate it. It's like how they made Kirby, like, yeah,
angry eyebrows.
Late 90s, early, yeah, same fucking thing. God damn it.
Alright, what name should we use?
Wait, the guy who made this, who directed this, is like, this was Hideo Yoshizawa's personal project. He made Ninja Gaiden. Klonoa Door to Phantomile was developed by Namco and directed by Hideo Yoshizawa. Like, Hideo Yoshizawa conceptualized and came up with the whole concept for the game. As his 10th project, Yoshizawa is known for having previously directed Ninja Gaiden for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
You know, that explains a bit.
The worst part is I can kinda see it.
Yeah, no, like, it explains a bit.
Like...
with how bastardy this game gets at the end.
Yeah. Critics labeled Klonoa Door to Phantomile as Namco's first notable 3D platformer in a bid for creating a gaming mascot.
What name should we use?
Bitch.
Okie dokie.
I'm fine with whatever. Wait, so this is... You ready to see this? Harlan. Hold on. Future Harlan's gonna have to put this up just for a second. Because this is too good to not be seen. This is the original concept from Wikipedia. This was the original concept for the main character. It was a robot.
What the fuck?
And I'll read this out. The original concept was more serious and featured robots and an ancient ruins motif. The main character was a robot who would defeat enemies with spinning iron balls.
I see.
Klonoa and Huopo's movements in cinematics were based on motion capture data. That makes a lot of sense.
They really broke out all the stops for this game.
Yeah, this game had fucking motion capture in 1997 on the PS1. That is impressive.
That piano piece is just really top-notch.
It is.
And speaking of top-notch, this CG cutscene is ridiculously good.
Yeah, we were talking about it in, like, the aborted recording that didn't work, but, like, yeah. No, the, like, CGI in this game, like, the CG cutscenes are really fucking good. Like, I would say they're up there with, like, considering that this was made around the time of Toy Story 1, like, they are up there with Pixar in terms of quality. Like,
yeah, no, this...
what Pixar was able to accomplish at the time.
Like, it looks fuzzy because it's, you know, PlayStation 1. Not just compression.
Yeah, and even that's okay, because, like, on a CRT, that would have been smoothed out.
Oh, yeah.
A lot better. They used Lightwave 3D. So Oh god, it was the same software used to make Jimmy Neutron. Oh
That
no.
explains a bit.
I still do think the joke about this being Fortnite is pretty funny.
It was pretty good.
If this got real-time fan dubbed, it would totally be Fortnite.
Oh, 1000%.
There is a real-time fan dub, by the way, a new one out of, what's it called?
Shadow the Hedgehog?
No, it's of, that one, like, horror/adventure game for the PS4. Until Dark, I think? Or what is it called?
Duh.
What'd you do?
So, I'm not exactly certain what they're speaking. It seems to be a combination of, some just Japanese gibberish, occasional actual words from the language they make in the second game, and just pure gibberish.
By the way, it was, Until Dawn.
Ah. So, this game goes for kind of a pop-up book style aesthetic, which is really smart considering it's a PS1 game.
Yeah, no, it's aged pretty well.
It looks better than the Wii ports.
Really? That is, I can see it, actually. I mean, I looked at a few pictures, or, like, screenshots of the Wii remake, and it does lose a bit of its, like, art style, kind of, like, artistic charm, I guess. Or, like, the art style kind of gets muddied out.
They tried to follow what they did for the sequel and go all cel-shaded, but it doesn't work without being intended to be cel-shaded and all that, like the sequel was. Anywho, so basically, Klonoa can shoot wind bullets, which can let him pick up enemies and use them as projectiles. You can also toss him under him to get a double jump / attack. You can also throw him in the foreground and background.
I can't believe Tekken ripped off Klonoa. Just kidding.
God, why can't Klonoa be a Tekken cameo character?
I mean, Klonoa would have actually worked in Smash pretty damn well, so...
I voted for him.
Yeah, that's fair. It's tough to say he went... after the remake, was there any new Klonoa games made? Like, have there been any?
That was the final thing.
Yeah.
He popped up in a webcomic on a site called... Well, do after this.
It's Andre the Blacksmith.
Ah yes, old man.
I summon my stand. Old man. Shoutouts to Limit Breakers. I just figured it out. This guy sounds like a person from an animated Dr. Seuss movie.
Oh my god.
I figured it out because I was thinking, like, this sounds vaguely familiar. Like, my brain is, like, associating this with something, and then I realized, yeah, it's like an old Dr. Seuss. Bark, bark, bark. God, Tannis was great about that. He was just saying bark, bark, bark.
Uh-huh. Like I said, it seems to be a combination of occasional Japanese gibberish, pure gibberish, and actual words from the Minute language.
Yeah. Bark, bark, bark.
I really do love how, in order to reach the Moon Kingdom, he's going to build a tower up there.
Yeah, Tower of Babel. That works out
Tower
so well.
of Baloo. Babel. So this game has a pretty good difficulty curve, as in it's completely perfect in rate and all that, but it never stops, as in
Yeah.
it just keeps getting harder and harder and harder and harder until 1-1 is, you know, this, it's no real issue. The last stage is going to be an absolute nightmare. Counting the final boss and the bonus stage, there's 14 stages total. So those people I've been collecting are villagers. You rescue them, there's 6 per stage, they will show up in the world map, and getting all of them gives you the bonus stage. This is the Mirror Fairy, which has pretty easy effect. It doubles all crystals, which are just live fodder.
And a dark and disturbing backstory.
Yes.
Don't duplicate the sun, kids. Just don't do it.
I got it out of the manual for the Wii remake, I believe, but like, I'll have to double check it at some
who
point.
wrote that in there? I don't understand.
Yeah, like the Mirror Fairy just went around duplicating things, then duplicated the sun and nearly killed the world.
But
It
how
got
did they
sealed
fix
away.
that? How do you fix that?
Basically, the big goddess of the world went, no, 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 and then sealed the Mirror Fairy away.
But what about the extra sun?
Just undid it, I guess.
Yeah, I get, you gotta load the,
Save state.
the backup, yeah, I just loaded the save state. Good thing for autosaves. Gunston.
I love the fucking Wahoo. It's so good.
That is
It's why both games' title screens open over the Wahoo. So the rat-looking ones just rush at you and chase you loosely. The ones with shields, you know, you have to hit them from behind.
Also, how do you think that guy feels when you're holding him? He's like fucking spinning.
Considering how the moves are, they're probably vibing.
I mean, that's a vibing.
Also, the basic enemy types are called moves, which is just nice.
So, fun fact, Nintendo is finally replacing their multiplayer system. Their system for online multiplayer, which has apparently been in place for 18 years. Also, the Splatoon 2 version of the system has an unused function to check to see if it's running on Windows 98.
That's important.
They really had us paying for an online service more older than most Nintendo fans. Bruh?
Damn you, Microsoft. So this is a big moo. You can't pick up big moves. You can only stun them.
It's too mean.
And pop them.
Soccer poppers.
Whenever big moves are inflated, they are completely unthreatening, however, which is nice. I mean, you can also hop on them to get even higher. Also, this game uses 2.5D probably better than any game ever. Any other
Yeah,
game.
no, it's excellent. We can tell just from watching.
Like, Kirby 64 is normally the go-to, but like, this game beats even that.
Oh yeah, no, I can see it. Did this game? I assume Kirby 64 came out later, right? Because
This is a PS1 game.
Yeah, didn't
Fairly
the Nintendo
early.
64 come out after the PS1, or am I wrong?
I believe it came out a little bit later.
Let me check. Kirby 64.
And Kirby 64 came out pretty late on.
Oh my god, yeah, Kirby 64 came out in 2000, so 3 years after this game.
Yeah, because Kirby 64... Because, like, Kirby's Dream Land 3 is, like, the last SNES game. And came out really late. One thing to be careful about is whenever you're hopping between, you know, one plane to the other, take a second to let the camera catch itself, catch
Yeah,
up.
I was gonna say, like, the camera in this game, I can't imagine how they implemented it, because it must have been pretty fucking complicated. Just due to the nature of, like, it does a really good job, but I can see how it could cause issues. Just due to the nature, like, the PlayStation 1 also, no analog sticks in the original controller, so it was purely D-pad.
Yeah, and D-pad works best for this game, I'd say.
Yeah, no.
Because there's no proper diagonal, you will often look forward or slide to the direction. Also, whenever the game does this, it means there's a boss fight up ahead. Also, I love this voice. It's really, really good. Gaudius's voice is so fucking good.
It's Joker!
So yes, Joka is a mistranslation. It's Joker. Even though he's, you know, pretty generic by today's standards, Gaudius does a very effective job of standing out.
Yeah, no, I mean, his design is fucking... You know, honestly, like, I respect it. Like, his design, the pure black, combined with the fucking Plague Doctor from Hell mask, is pretty...
Also, I'd like to point out that that's a humanoid-looking face under the mask.
Which just raises so many questions.
Yeah.
Anybody who has the audacity to put a mask like that on their face is either just a god or evil.
Also, like how, look at the blue and the black. That's
yeah.
not specifically just pure black darkness. That's the night sky.
Oh, that's cool. That's
and his inside is the galaxies.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
Honestly, gives me Kirby vibes in a lot of ways.
This whole game gives Kirby vibes.
What? I can't believe it. We found Kirby 63.
No. No. Don't utter those words, Lynn.
Wait! God damn it! I swear to God, I'm not intentional when I do shit like this.
Also, I love this little transition he does. Watch.
He's like,
farewell.
Look at my non-existent penis. Now I'm gonna turn into a paper airplane and fly away. Woo!
Also, Joker here is his right-hand man, who will be dealing with for most of the game.
Yeah. Going to have to punish him now. It's punishment time.
Oh no.
And here you go. He's Junkrat summoning his persona.
Persona.
It's showtime!
Uh-huh.
Tell me I'm wrong. Ah, yes, my favorite persona, Rongo Longo.
So yeah.
Has a bitch to summon. Anyway, costs way too much vodka.
This boss is pretty simple, as in with the stages. This game does the idea of the stage the boss reflects the stage. We were just tested purely on can we move back and forth and do our basic movements for the stage, so the boss reflects it. Which is pretty neat for platform bosses.
He also reflects Holy and Mudo skills.
That's true. You can also summon rainbows, apparently, which is interesting.
Keep scrolling. Glad to see we've got some representation here. I too shit out rainbows every time I walk large distance.
You can also kick up the ground. Apparently, we're playing Digital Devil Saga.
Yeah.
Also, every boss dies with a nice little big explosion.
Oh, by the way, apparently the rendering pipeline for the PlayStation 1, I found out a little while back, was hell to work with, because guess what? The PlayStation 1 doesn't have a Z buffer in its GPU. What that means is... Yeah, do you know what a Z buffer is?
If it means what I think it does it relate to the Z-axis?
Yes, because, so, when you're, like, trying to draw, like, an image on the screen, right, from the perspective of the camera, right, you have to turn it into a 2D image, right, obviously, right, even if you're rendering, like, a 3D environment. So, how does the graphics processor know how, like, for example, the bed in this scene, you know, obviously it should be in front of the wall, right, in the background, right, because it's closer to the camera. So, most graphical processors include what's called a Z buffer. So every like polygon that's drawn on the screen will have some sort of value, right? So that the graphics processor, when it's rendering a frame to the frame buffer, it knows which polygons go on top, right? It's like layers, right, in Photoshop, right?
Don't tell me they had to do it all manually.
Yeah, you know how you did it? You had to make sure that the polygons that were being rendered were sent to the graphics processor in order of how they should be layered. And if you fucked that up, it would fuck everything up. Also, it didn't have, what's it called? So there's this famous, like, thing with the PlayStation 1, where you'll see polygons, like, wobble. It's like, you can see that one in the background.
Right.
Yeah, like, they'll wobble back and forth a little bit. And that's because of the fact that, the PlayStation 1 also lacked, I forget what it's called, but it lacked this thing. So all the calculations were somewhat imprecise. Oh right, it didn't have built-in floating point arithmetic. Yeah! There was no floating point arithmetic values built in. So you just had to, like, work around that. And that led to wobbling because it worked on a pixel by pixel. Yeah, and you can see the Z buffer fucking things up. Like, part of it is just the emulator, slight emulator, like, bugs, but, like, some of it is just, that's how it worked.
Yeah, part of it is, can you really tell when a PlayStation 1 emulator fucks up?
Yeah.
Also, this save music is just so ungodly nostalgic.
Yeah.
I'm more used to the one from the sequel, which is the one I grew up with. But even I can admire just fuck.
No, it's good music. This
game's OST
is a bop.
It's so good.
I think you and me bond over the fact that we both love games with, like, bop and OSTs, like, great soundtracks.
Like, I'm not a musician or anything like that.
I know jack shit about music theory, but
I can tell you what I'm pretty sure if I had the patience for it, I probably could make music. It's just I don't have the patience for it or any care for music theory. I can tell you what is and isn't good. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But, so this is the second chapter, if you will. This one's all about precise, jumps. And patience.
Yeah. I like both of these things.
Same.
Oh, relatable.
Basic platforming's my age-old enemy. This is also when the game starts to break out some more puzzle-esque situations. Okay, yeah, no, let's move on. So yeah, it does some really neat stuff with the whole 2.5D like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty clever. Not as clever as my new mixtape.
That is true. Nothing can be as clever as your new mixtape. There we go. Like you can see, the precision isn't exactly there because there's not the technology for it.
Yeah.
Also, door.
Door. Key door. You violated the law. Pay the fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Also, slight casual racism, which is awkward, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Japan, it was the 90s, I don't...
Just a product of the time.
I mean, this is the same era as Pocahontas, so...
Yeah, like, it could be far worse.
That's true.
Like, at the very least, it's definitely not malicious. So that's, partially a hint of how the game's key system works. As in, the game's nice and never makes you actually start juggling keys.
Thank God.
Also, I never pointed it out, but these alarm clocks are checkpoints.
Is the game over screen like somebody waking up?
Probably.
Let me Google it. That's alright. Klonoa game over. It says vision over.
Right.
No, it's just a picture of Klonoa with, like, Dizzy with, like, the, Oh, that's kind of creepy! If you don't say no to continuing, it just, big letters come out, and it just says, good night.
Dude!
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
So those roll-around enemies could be a real threat. Oh, thank God the cat's leaving. That troublemaking kitten was doing his thing, trying to climb up the window and destroy things. Also, black moos have spike shields, and they are ruthless.
They give no fucks. So,
Probably the most dangerous basic enemy type.
So, by the way, when I was looking on the Wikipedia page, it said that the enemies were they chose a dream theme for the game and the enemies therefore were based off of nightmares. I don't know what kind of fucking nightmares Hideo Yoshizawa was having, but
the most adorable nightmare of all.
I mean, these are some pretty tame-ass nightmares, I'll say that. Unless things get really fucked up later, which they probably will, but...
I can definitely see it with some of the bosses.
Yeah.
Just by sheer how abstractly weird they are. And stage over.
What can do? Did that just spell fairy tree as Ferrry? Is that a typo or intentional?
Both are very possible.
Yeah. Early, like, PlayStation 1 era translations of Japanese games are really hit and miss.
Amazing!
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my favorite game, Breath of Fire.
Oh god, poor Breath of Fire. Oh god, that game. I feel so bad. Like, because that game's story was pretty, like, pioneering for its time, like, but the translation butchered it.
Atrocious.
Yeah, like, that, it's like, or I would say even worse than Persona 1, because the original Persona 1 translation was horrible, and the localization was kind of an absolute garbage fire, but you could still make out what was happening and what the story was. Whereas with Breath of Fire 2, from my understanding, like, you can't even comprehend what's supposed to be happening.
It's
like
very difficult to tell what's happening. Also, technical
Yeah.
difficulties, recording pause. Technical difficulties over, because apparently my controller is playing a prank on me. It disconnected
Got pranked, bro.
and wasn't,
Got fucking pranked.
I was pressing buttons and it wasn't doing anything. Like, oh, this is one of those emulators that, whenever it unplugs, you have to fucking turn the whole thing off. Okay. And then it just worked properly. I'm getting pranked.
I love that fucking face. I can't tell if Klonoa is smirking or, like, just like, god damn it, I hate everything.
It is the just,
Please end my sub.
Also, I'd like to point out that Hupo mimics Klonoa a lot.
Yeah. King, save! Psycho Mantis! Sorry, that joke was dumb.
Someday we'll actually play Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
I know literally nothing about Metal Gear other than Metal Gear and Rising Revengeance, which gives me a very interesting perspective.
Shout out to Tomato of Legends of Localization. He's a professional translator. He's the guy who headed the team that translated Mother 3. He has an article on Breath of Fire 2's translation that is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
As someone who has played Breath of Fire 2 original translation and got a retranslation to make it, less insufferable, it is like night and day.
Yeah.
There's this one character who literally had no character in the original translation. I mean, nothing.
I love it because, he's a professional translator, right, Tomato? Like, he's worked in the games industry as a translator specifically for Japanese, games for like 20 to 30 years. And there are some parts in his article reviewing the translation where he is legitimately like, I have no idea what the fuck they did, like, to get this. Like, how did this happen?
Speaking of how did this happen,
how could this happen? God, I hate it when my waterfalls flow backwards.
I love how this song helps give that vibe of just how weird,
Yeah.
the do like this bit. It really gives the whole water flowing backwards vibe, which is hard to describe.
Yeah. I'd just like to point out, just to give an example to anybody who's actually watching this who has not heard anything from Breath of Fire's 2 translation, an example here is that the, like, properly, like, retranslated line is talking to a guy on the toilet who says, you mustn't go into other people's bathrooms. And it got translated in the, like, original release. The translation was, you've got to jump into the toilet.
I actually think I know how they got to that conclusion.
Yeah, but, like, that is an example of just how atrocious.
No, there is a dungeon you have to reach by jumping in a toilet.
Yeah.
That may have been a hint.
Yeah, no, but they translated that line as
Who cares about consistency? You just put it somewhere.
Yeah. Ranger, are you working? You are working hard.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. That cat! Why won't he stop? Someday I'll make that cat actually listen when I say please stop. Also, it's a very sick jump, I really like it. What you're supposed to do is use the moo. Use the fish to pop the moo, but you can just double jump down and look really sick.
Yeah, slur.
The moo also just runs away. There's also just a moo vibing, drowning.
Yeah, you know, as you do. Vibe check.
Drowning is the ultimate vibe check.
The water vibe checks you, and if you fail the vibe check, well, technically your lungs get vibe checked, but you know.
So yeah, stage is teaching you, about your double jump as an attack, a very effective attack. This is also a pretty sick little bit of platforming right here.
Slur.
If I was actually good at platforming, it would be cool.
Yeah.
We should be getting close to the end. This should be the last room before the pre-boss. You can move forwards and backwards to make the slide go faster and slower, as you could probably imagine.
Oh, look, the big boy! He's thick!
This is true. Also, you can knock them backwards with a wind bullet. Meaning if you need to get actual space back there, pretty good solution. This is a very neat-looking section of the not Gordos, as they are. Very neat. Here we are. The noises the fish makes sound horrible, by the way. Just listen.
Oh yeah.
How it sounds so aggressively adorable. I'm so worried about how they got it.
They tortured a small child.
They just lit a kitten on fire and compressed it to make that noise, and then squeezed it.
It does sound more like a kitten than a fish.
Yeah.
Then again, I guess fish don't really make noise.
It's a small fish.
Small fish.
Just assumes. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, like it's just. How did you know that?
I know this stupid world's bullshit works. It's always an evil spell.
Bullshit.
To be fair, if it's not an evil spell, they're still gonna beat her up. Seriously, I love these little transitions. They're so cool. And speaking of cool, aggressive surfer rock, menacing evil surfer rock is just... How does one come up with this idea? How's this possible?
Yeah. I can't believe Majora's Mask stole this server.
Also, this boss theme is an absolute banger. And the fight itself is also pretty sick. The spike balls are going to be filling the entire arena, and Pamela's going to be rushing you the entire time. And the bubbles will fly in from above. The fight's all about precisely moving.
And avoiding chaos, chaos, chaos.
Best way to hit Pamela is turn towards her and just throw the king into her. And they have the same HP bar, considering you can only hit Pamela if seed off. If you want to get really crazy, you can try and go for trick shots and like slam her from the side or from above, but it's pretty hard timing. That's 2-2. Although even though she doesn't blow up, you still get a nice little flashy effect for winning.
Once we get to the end of this chapter, we should probably stop because I have to go eat.
Alright.
Something said at night, so.
I do love Joker.
Useless, no good. Oof.
Once again, hearing about both the Moon Kingdom and the Granny.
Granny creams hot butter, ice cream. You take the hot butter, mix it with the ice cream. You have no idea what I'm referencing, do you?
No idea.
I see. Ruthless fiend.
This is how it works, right? You just put water on a withered tree and it comes back to life?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's how we're gonna fix, you know, the Amazon burning down. We'll just pour water on it.
Just pour a water on it.
Yeah. Any water. Let's pour some salt water on it. I'm sure that'll only make things better. I really do love how the jingle goes louder and farther every time.
Really cool. I appreciate that, yeah.
It's really cool. Okie dokie. There will be a hopefully seamless little edit. Because I'm just going to splice this into an actual full-fledged part.
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
Yeah, give me a nice Sonic Adventure 2, what happened last time.
Last time on Sonic Underground.
Alright, so in the scrap attempt, I ended up actually missing one of the villages for the stage, so I'm going to be a little overly nervous about finding that last one. Also, these are armored moves. Their main gimmick, you have to hit them to break their armor, and then you can pick them up like normal. That's such a good.
About the Wahoo.
It's such a good voice clip.
It's never explained why they have fucking forks.
God, it's such a good song.
That leaves me no choice. Time to take a piss.
I mean, he is standing above them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Someone needs to make a ROM hack in this game where Joker just pisses on them.
Also, he just jumped down at us.
Yeah, I know, he just fucking killed him. That's what my first thought when we first saw this was that he just fucking killed him.
Listen, he's a gamer, he knows he'll just respawn. Also, these guys are the bane of my existence. Best way to deal with them? Don't. You can go under them if you're really good at timing, but I'm not.
I'm not good at it either.
So my main weakness next to basic platforming. So yeah, what this area set of stages introduces mainly is more focus on using double jumps to attack and whatnot, and springs exist.
Yeah.
Along with, the same stuff as the previous round. Like that. It's much easier said than done with those guys. Is it this stage or the next one that has the cool thing? Oh, I remember this bit.
Imagine. Wait, these things are just spawning from Pokemon, where it has to keep bouncing or its heart stops and you die.
That sounds about right.
No, yeah, there's a Pokemon. I think it's in 3rd generation Pokemon named Sproink. It's just. It looks kind of like that. Like it's like.
Doesn't it have like a pearl on its head?
Yeah.
I remember that thing from Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah. The actual Pokedex entry states that it must keep bouncing. If it stops, its heart stops.
Yeah. The entries
So
for some of the
you
Pokemon's
Sproink
kind of
up.
fucked.
You kill it.
Like, really fucked up. Isn't there like a Pokemon that kidnaps children in their sleep, but it's too weak to actually properly kidnap them?
Mm-hmm. Driftland. I remember seeing that as a kid and being kind of freaked out. Being like, what the fuck? I think that was my first encounter with like a disturbing Pokemon entry. Pokedex entry.
Like, here's my thing. I only played like the spin-offs, like Mystery Dungeon or like Pokepark. So like, I got occasional bits of like how weirdly fucked they were, but without the proper context.
Yeah.
So we're probably getting close to wherever the missing one was. That's where the key needs to go. Also, these flowers almost always have an egg in them. It's just that they take 2 hits instead of 1. And are harder to see than the flowers. Okay, just one more. It'll be in this next section.
Or
There's only one villager who I remember struggling to find in my initial playthroughs. Also, this scene's cool. Again, really good use of the 2.5D. I definitely remember trying to point out how cool this was in the scrapped attempt and not having a chance to.
yeah.
Like, Look at this. This is really cool.
Oh yeah, no, that is a really cool use of like. Still not as good as the greatest game of all time, obviously, Jackie Chan. I'm just kidding.
You mean Shaq Fu, of course.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no game has ever used 3D properly like GoldenEye 007 has on the N64. But like, what game could?
I just googled Ace Attorney Mia, right? Because I was.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I was. Well, I was just trying to. Great, no word. I was just trying to give Victoria references because I don't know what character she wants to be represented by in this whole objection.lol conversation thing. And on the first page, I didn't go looking for this shit. I just searched Ace Attorney Mia. One is of Mia, but she's completely bald.
Hey.
And the other one is of Mia, but it's like she's slowly removing her clothes. And the last one is her completely naked.
That sounds about right.
I don't even. Why are Ace Attorney fans suddenly horny? I don't remember this.
What do you mean suddenly?
Like, okay, no, don't get me wrong. I know that they like ship like Phoenix and Edgeworth really hard and stuff, but like it's never like in a very like hypersexual sort of way.
When have you seen the games?
I mean, yeah, the games can be horny at times. I just didn't expect that. I didn't expect the first fucking page of Google image results to have just Mia just fucking naked. Okay.
Was it really there?
Yes. Here.
God damn it. No, I just found the villager. It was in a flower in a very obvious location.
This is what was here. I fucking hate this. Why are there so many images like this? This is a whole subreddit of people who do this to characters. They like use this one program. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Like the related things are just a bunch of things where it's like every layer of clothing and it ends with them naked.
I hate that.
I really fucking hate this. Sorry. I just need to get that out there that exists.
It was in such an obvious spot. How did I miss that? Anyway, stage is over.
Yeah. Vicky,
Is Hupo doing a pog?
Hupo Pog? Hold on, let me Google this. Wait, no, because it doesn't look like a pog, it looks like fear.
Isn't that what pog is?
No, because
That's what I feel whenever I see pog.
I mean, yeah, that might be, but pog implies that, like, you're impressed, or, like, thinking something super cool, whereas that looks more like, oh god, I'm going to die, or, like, terror. Yeah.
I really like how they bother making all these small, but still really good songs for cutscenes, you know? Most games would either have dead air or just, you know, the generic talking cutscene theme out of like 5. It is still so fucking cool. Just this entire aesthetic right here, you know?
Oh no, it's great. Like, it's aged really well. Like,
Yeah, like...
same
God.
reason why Yoshi's Island, it kind of reminds me of Yoshi's Island in a similar sense, like in terms of like the general art style / aesthetic it's going for.
Oh yeah,
And,
Yoshi's Store, Yoshi's Island, they all have that really nice aesthetic.
Yeah, for the same reason, those games have aged really well.
It's almost like style over pushing things is better.
Where are we? Hell. You're in hell.
I just love the fucking soccer net. Also, new enemy type. I don't know what these things are called. I just call them kabooms. Because they're explosive. They're how you're gonna activate time switches. This stage is also really cool. It's basically one big puzzle of how to get to a certain location. Also, these guys blow each other up, so be careful. If one's nearby and you're trying to grab it, but one's about to blow up next to it, it will count. We want to go in here. There it is. So, want to know something really weird, Lynn?
Yeah.
The very first time I played this game was the Wii version, right? I remember not liking it that much.
Interesting. Are there any, like, gameplay and mechanical changes? Like, obviously the graphical style is very different, but I would assume it's, like, pretty similar?
There's
like,
one difference. You can press a button and wind will surround Klonoa that does literally nothing.
That... Yeah.
If I had to guess, part of it was just Klonoa 2 was my favorite game ever.
Yeah.
So the fact that, you know, the game on the Wii looked worse probably didn't sit well with me, and then just brain expected just Klonoa 2 Part 0, you know?
Yeah.
But now I'm not stupid and you know, gonna address this game for what it is. And, well, it has the better art style. Because, like, as much as I adore 2, I will say this one's style is more stylish.
Door stuck! Door stuck! Please! I beg you! Okay, the camera angles are so cool, though. I will not
Oh,
stop
yeah.
gushing over that.
Like, there's one specific boss that I know you're going to absolutely adore. Because the way you love the camera angles.
Okay, I'm fine.
Because the fight is messing around with the really cool camera angles. The boss. It's not my favorite boss, but it's still an absolute contender. Alright, so in order to, that door will close almost instantly after the switch is pressed. So you have to throw an explosive enemy over there to actually, you know, have time to run over. Because it's very tight. So it's time for an advanced technique. What if you didn't need the floor?
Floor floors are illegal. That works.
Goodbye, Joker.
And Joker is now dead.
So yeah, that multi-grab stuff can probably tell you how difficult the game gets at the end.
Yeah, I can see this turning into like some fucking Celeste-esque crazy-ass shit.
There may or may not be a stage in this game that has
No floor?
less floor than anything else. More pit than floors.
I see.
Like, I think you're gonna love the bonus stage. Because you love Celeste and all that.
Oh boy.
Nothing quite like hard as balls platforming to extremely catchy and cheery music.
I can't believe we're in TikTok clock, by the way.
Like all things in life, it was a ripoff of Nintendo. Nintendo should sue.
Clearly.
Literally everything is a copy of Nintendo. I'm going here now. Like, I love how all of them have those panning camera shots. They didn't have to do that even remotely, but they did, you know?
Right.
Small touches of the game. Also, conveyor belts exist now. If you've played a video game before, you probably know how this works.
Right.
There's the last villager.
One more.
Oh, I remember this room. In the failed attempt, I got eaten alive here. Because it is surprisingly tight.
Much like Klonoa's hat. You can't
Yes.
take it off. It's impossible.
Also,
It's
I never
actually, like,
pointed
chocolate
it
on his
out, but his hat does have the Pac-Man icon, which is very nice.
head. Yeah, good point. I did not notice that.
Police interrogations.
Ah, I see. Average Japanese prosecution. Oh no! I can't believe that Joker is a member of the CIA.
Oh no. I have no idea what this thing's name's supposed to be. But I do know what the actual enemy's supposed to be.
It's a piranha plant, obviously.
Once again, copyright ripping off Nintendo, like all things. So the way this fight works is you have to double jump above it with surprisingly tight timing and slam it down from above. There's a boss in Klonoa 2 is very similar to this, but is so much harder. Mainly because it fires missiles at you the entire time you're trying to land on it, and it's jumping where you have to jump up after it. Also, another thing in sound design, I love the boss getting hit sound effect. You know?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Gotta get that dopamine rush. I also still love the fucking inexplicable, like, fucking Pixar ball. Just... I'm not the only person who remembers that, right? Like, the red and yellow ball and, like, the Pixar short.
Pixar's old mascot.
Yeah.
So now when it turns red, it's much faster.
Yeah, classic video game trope. If the enemy turns red, it's low health and AP. That's how it works.
That's how it works for me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is how it works for people. I mean, they don't literally turn into, like, the opposite of the blue man group, but, you know.
No, that's how it works for me.
Oh.
Remember, Lynn, that time I was a boss fight at high school?
That's true.
Much better than last time.
Dead. Shit, dang it.
Granny gives no fucks.
Granny gives less than. Oh no, Dark Spirit. This is some Lava Lana ass bullshit. I just
Yeah, I get the moon pendant and put it in the Temple of the Sun to go to the... That actually kind of sounds exactly like something from Lava Lana.
Exactly.
Except, you know, whenever you activate it, it doesn't kill you. Also, I'd like to point out that, so, like, most of it's, you know, gibberish and all that, but whenever, Klonoa says grandpa, it goes Chi-Chi. Which is one of the, you know, hard, real words.
Choka! I can't believe, I can't believe the cat is here. Wow, we found the ending to Persona 5 Royal, huh?
That's all it is.
I mean, that's literally it, though.
Uh-huh.
I like how without context this makes no fucking sense.
Oh, 1000%. But, I love this, you know, version of Joker's theme. Because he's gone pretty much so far just being, you know, the vaguely competent threat to, oh, he's been sandbagging this entire time.
Yeah. This bitch is sneaky.
He's not the main villain's right-hand man out of sheer luck. So we're halfway through the game, and this is where the game started to take a turn.
That song.
It's such a good song. I will listen to it the entire way every single time.
Oh yeah. This is as far as we've seen. This is where the
Yep.
recording ends.
Also, that boss we just fought is now a regular enemy.
Let's see.
Same way as the boss.
Also, what the fuck happened to the Wind Kingdom?
No one knows. We live in the Wind Village.
Right.
Also, this song, you can probably guess what it's a remix of. Works very well for, you know, the serious nature of what's going on.
Right. I get it now. So this takes place in the UK,
Oh
Village,
no.
Scotland, and this is England 5 years after Brexit. Makes sense. Wahoo!
So yeah, jumps are starting to get a little more complex now. Mainly for optional villagers, but still jumping up in difficulty. There's a path I could have gone in here. I'm gonna check it. Just optional, okay. Also, you just heard it. There is a different version of the song that plays when you're inside.
That's a nice touch.
And it swaps at perfect, you know, real time. Much more laid back and chill version. But it's still got that nice tense undertone. Very, very nice. These things are interesting. You can only grab them when they show their face, so take advantage of it. Also, those platforms drop. Barely. Also ghosts.
Cool. Ghosts.
And these deadly things.
Ah, yes. British people. Makes sense.
Exactly. This song specifically gives me a... This version gives me a real Paper Mario vibe. Just the whistle.
I can feel it.
You know?
Yeah. No, I can picture it. This feels like something that would play in like a desert temple. Like Paper Mario or some shit. I've never played the first Paper Mario properly.
Really?
But, yeah, no. I probably should.
It's very good. Like, it's not one of those games that gets invalidated by the fact that, you know, 1,000 Year Door is a bit better.
Right. I mean, that's the main reason why I haven't gotten around to playing it, is because I played 3,000 Year Door, which I adored. No pun intended.
1,000 Year Door is so fucking good.
Yeah. I don't know. I am a staunch defender of Super Paper Mario, but, like, I still think 1,000 Year Door is definitely the peak of the series.
1,000 Year Door is a peak. I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against Super Paper Mario. It's just, you know, would I preferred it if it would have been, you know, more like the normal ones? Yeah, I'm not gonna hate the game because it isn't now.
Yeah, Sticker Star can go burn in hell.
The Sticker Star is absolute garbage. Like, I don't hate a game because it's different. I hate a game because it's bad. And Sticker Star did not do what it tried to do well.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think this stage is the one that has the villager I remember struggling with. Well. So yeah, I remember this jump being actually pretty tough. Especially if you want to go for the villager. Like, these are they have weird timing, you know? Oh, well, there's the last villager. Must be the second stage I'm thinking of. There we are.
That weird, like, rise new kid.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's kind of
since every single one has to have an ending, it sometimes gets a little weird sounding.
Yeah.
This song... This song is sure as something. Like, it's not even... It just sounds so... odd, you know?
Yeah. It is really weird.
Good, but just... bizarre. The stage has a lot of currents, so, you know, be careful. Well. And don't be afraid to do the platformer classic of dunk yourself if you need to get something.
Yes, the classic flowing down. Oh god, that gives me flashbacks. I used to play this CS:GO on this one server where they ran a CS:GO mod, where it was like, I think it's called Zombie Escape. And one of the maps, which was one of the hardest, was this fucking map with this river. And every time if you got caught in the river, you just got swept away, and I'm pretty sure fucking just died. And it was like so hard at times to avoid just falling into the fucking river and dying. It happens so frequently.
Oof. Also, the crystals are pretty simple. Just hit them with an enemy and they'll break. Just like the boxes. Big one requires a switch, however. See, I believe it's this stage at the end. It opens up a fair bit, and it's hard to tell which one's, you know, the right way to go and which one's not.
Yeah.
And the problem is there's a checkpoint in the after the split, but before you're supposed to be able to turn around. So you have to get pretty creative to do some of the things in backwards if you're like me and you're stupid.
I am in fact stupid. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's coming up now. With these last few villagers. Also wind. You can probably guess how wind works. So yeah, it's really sneaky. Up there. What we have to do is come up here and get a ghost, and then
do that. Like I said, it's starting to very much pick up steam. The difficulty curve never stops. But that's the one I recall missing and having trouble with. So it's smooth sailing from here. I should not have said that. I really should not have said that. Uh-oh. So yeah, I had to do that in reverse. And this.
Sounds incredibly sucky.
Uh-oh. There we go. That's how they want you to get that one. So, one thing to point out is that whenever you grab a villager, it does not stay grabbed. You have to go and get it. Case in point, I had to go back and grab this one.
Yeah. So if they fall to their deaths into a hole.
Yeah, no. You can't Rayman Origins. You can't, like...
I saved you, proceeds to fall to their death.
You can't just do like it's Super Mario Brothers multiplayer and just, I got the star coin, don't worry. Great. I'm a genius!
Yeah.
I really should not have said that, huh?
Just, the image in my head is of somebody, like, with, like, a bomb saying, I'm so fucking smart, and then exploded.
Yeah, no, like, I'm not like your average person. I don't just shoot myself in the foot. I've made a minigun by attaching several guns to a spinny thing and aimed it at my foot. That's how good I am at shooting myself in the foot. Anyway, it's boss time. Like I said, Chi-Chi. Look at him.
He's safe. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Nothing bad could ever happen. This is a happy game. This track is so fucking weird.
What kind of a fucking airship is that?
Yes.
There's only one propeller. How is it a flying? Oh wait, no, drink. Okay, fair enough. Wait, what? I'm a fire in my laser.
Look at his face.
Klonoa is like, what the fuck?
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
One of the words that is
This is what we
set.
do for business. I can't believe the plot of Mother 3 was stolen from me.
Oh god.
I can't believe they stole that plot point from Mother 3.
So yeah, Joker is way more competent than the game leads him on.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, Grandpa's just fucking dead, huh?
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
What the fuck? You weren't kidding about a fucking tone shift, holy shit!
So our goal is now to reach the wreckage and see if there's anything left.
Oh my god, the music.
But it's time for the boss.
The boss is the grief regarding your grandfather's death.
Oh, trust me. It's time for Joker's last theme. No jokes around.
Good thing that bridge had extra support.
Remember I said there's a boss who likes playing her at the camera angle?
Yeah. It's just a fucking mosquito. Oh, okay, never mind.
This song's also really good.
Oh my god, yeah, that's sick. Whoa, this is cool. I'm loving this.
So the way this fight works is you swing back and grab an enemy, and then you'll swing forward and slam into one of his fuck me lights.
Okay, that is cool.
While you fly back, he summons stuff to make you slam into.
Okay, that's sick. I really love this.
The fight itself is pretty simple, but just it makes up for just how cool it is.
Like this for like a PS1 game, this is really sick.
Oh
like,
yeah.
The presentation here is amazing.
But yeah,
Oh,
pretty
easy,
simple.
though. Yeah.
You can be a pain if you don't have the throws right.
Yeah. Ah! Oh.
So this is a much slower version of the previous theme for Grandpa.
Yeah. Damn. What?
It's the previous boss.
I see. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. The fish can fly? Okay.
It's the super fish, so super fish can swim in the air.
I'm like how I have the same response. It's like, wait, what? You can fly? Yeah? Okay. I can't wait to see Catball.
Those enemies with fire kind of looks like Catball, actually.
Fair. But god damn!
Yeah. Takes a turn.
Yeah, you weren't shitting.
So yeah,
Why did I just say you weren't shitting? Sorry.
like, you know what Klonoa's main character flaw is?
What?
The same as his greatest asset, optimism. Whenever something goes wrong, he denies it.
Oh.
Like, even though it was very obvious that, you know, he wasn't going to survive, he just kept blindly hoping.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing that more times in the game. Because it's not over yet. But it's time for the Temple of the Sun, with two extremely cool levels. And this place has my favorite boss.
my body? Oh, oh. Wow.
Solaire and Solio.
Yeah. Wait, why are we? Why haven't they opened the door?
That's how you open the door.
No, I mean like, why have like Joka and Gladius not open the door if that's their goal is to get to the door?
They already are past it.
Oh.
Have the brunt of the army go through, and then have some stragglers make it as hard as possible.
I see.
Not to mention, do you really think something like a door is going to stop Gladius?
I mean, yeah, but like, it would make sense then that the door would just be like fucking busted open. Also, this looks like a fucking interesting experience.
Yeah, this level's really cool. You can do the whole thing in pretty much any order, and yeah, lava is dead.
I half expected the villager to fall in there and die instantly.
You can always tell where you're going to go for each orb too, so it's very nice. It's just you can do this essentially. You can do the level in any order you want. That's what it basically comes down to, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's always really neat. Little.
They definitely could have been mean about this.
So those things in the back, I'm assuming you can hit those.
Not just that you can, but you have to.
Yeah.
The game's very good about marking things that you can hit with an X.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. This is fairly early on in like the whole concept of even 2.5D was a fairly new concept, so it makes sense that they want to communicate it very clearly.
Not even just indicating it clearly for, early 2.5D and all that. It's just good game design, period.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
That's why more games should be nice and tell their players.
Or, you can throw the Matador at them. Turn to monkey.
So this Mirror Fairy is kind of a very interesting little puzzle. Whenever you hop up, the not Gordo will then immediately start trying to hit you in there instead.
Interesting. That's a lot of money.
Oh, load of moolah.
What's that portal?
Enemy
It's
spawner.
just enemy spawner, yeah.
Also, the gold armors take 2 hits.
Interesting.
That's pretty
Seems like
hard.
it'd be like really unviable then to like try and get through to them.
Yes, but you might not have a choice at times.
Yeah, no. I wonder what those signs are supposed to say, or if they're just placeholders to show you there's 4 orbs.
I think they're just to show you that there's orbs.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, like, if there's any times where you can, like, directly interact with things and background objects and stuff. Like, in terms of, like, moving.
that I can think of.
Yeah. What the hell is that thing? Fucking shoving its face out.
One of those weird guys who shoots. Also, yo-yos.
I see. Terraria yo-yo build.
It's the best power-up in Kirby Superstar, yo-yo. I don't even actually believe that, I just know everyone loves it. Like, it's not-
There's something about yo-yos. Oh. If it makes you feel better, I thought you were gonna land on that just fine too.
The second I jumped, I realized, oh.
Yeah. See, and that's why designing something like this is hard, because
Always take a second if you see it moving back and forth in the foreground.
right.
Always.
So that's one of the few times so far that we have been thrown off or disoriented, which shows how well this game is done, because I can imagine it'd be so easy to make, like, total bullshit happen with them. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
bye.
It is very easy to make a ROM hack out of something like this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Kaizo Klonoa.
No. Knowing what this game can do in its bonus level, I don't want to imagine that.
Yeah.
Egg.
Egg.
So we're halfway and already got most of the villagers.
That's good.
Like I said, the stage is just... You can just do it in whatever order you want. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, I think this is a really cool level design.
Like I said, I have no idea why I just did not like the game the first time on the Wii.
Yeah.
Especially considering this next stage is... The stage after this is even cooler. Also... Look at that.
Aww.
This guy's infinitely more rad than we could ever hope to be. And when you get close, he knows a swap.
Oh yeah, this guy's smart.
Look at how slick that is.
Slur.
Games nowadays don't have enemies that know to adapt.
That feeling when the AI in that is better than, like, the AI in Cyberpunk.
I didn't want to go for Cyberpunk specifically, but yes.
I mean, am I wrong?
No. We need to hit that switch, I think.
Also, shoutouts to Bruce.
Did I just miss the switch? Yes, I did. Okay. There we are.
Nice.
Oh yeah, now like... I love this game's difficulty curve, because it is just so well done.
Yeah, no, like, there's some really, really good game design going on.
And like the second one, it's even better somehow.
Let me double check who made this, because I know obviously it was, like, Capcom, but I'm curious.
I believe you looked up part of who it was.
Yeah, or Namco, sorry. But, like, I'm trying to remember. Wait, what? He's in a fighting game?
They put
Was
Klonoa?
in a... Yeah, Namco x Capcom. It was
Oh, that's a fighting game. I didn't know it was a fighting game.
No,
But...
sorry, it's not a fighting game. It's a tactical role-playing game.
Yeah, I knew he was in that.
Oh.
That was like his last appearance in anything.
Well, the Wii remake came afterward.
You know, his last new appearance, I suppose. You know? But yeah, no,
It was
both.
also in Klonoa Beach Volleyball.
Yes, that fucking game. That was not released here.
Yeah, there was also a GBA
Our
action
action RPG. I've wanted to play that game for so long, but do not know how to speak Japan.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
From what I understand, from what I understand, the bit he had in Namco X Capcom was literally just a almost word for word retreading of his stuff from the Klonoa Heroes, the GBA game. There's also like a few GBA games, like remakes, that demakes from the PS1 and PS2 versions, and like one original game. It was like Dream Champ. Yeah, Dream Champ.
Wow, so Hideo Yoshikawa, there was a movie in the works for a while,
Yep.
and it got canceled.
As everything with him has to do.
This poor, this poor series, it's just been fucked over. So...
This is a real Chibi Robo moment.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm now remembering, who was it? Somebody made a really good video over... Basically, that was like a 40-minute long rant about how Chibi Robo, the Zitlash was fucking
Scout the Waz.
Yeah,
I have seen that one, yes. Also, stage is not done, actually.
Interesting.
Now it's done.
Oh. Whoa! Not bad. Huh? I like these two.
It's such a simple dynamic, but it's done well.
Yeah.
So, a solar eclipse is happening. I'm sure that doesn't spell anything horrible.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I'm so hyped for you to see this upcoming boss fight. Like, it is my favorite in the game for a good reason.
Between light and darkness. Nice name choice. I wonder if that's the localizer's name.
Might have been.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe Gladius didn't die from the pyramid trap.
he knew.
Yeah.
No, like it started to follow him and he just absorbed it. During his boss fight, he will drop it on you.
No, Joka just got smacked in the head by it.
He just took it like a champ, though.
Phantomile. Bruh.
So yes, the eclipse will be happening the entire stage. With this banger.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
When the eclipse is out, enemies, this floating enemy will chase after you, and all enemies become invincible.
Ooh, that is... Okay, that's really cool. I like that.
And these platforms become active.
Interesting. Okay, this game is sick. I'll just say it right now. This game... This is so cool.
Told ya.
Like, yeah, no, I believe you, but like, holy shit, this is really cool.
So something just as simple as this is, you know, throw things in the foreground. Now you're on a timer, and it can go very dangerous very fast. Even simple tasks are just magnified in danger. And the way the song changes too, seamlessly changes.
Yeah, no, like for a PlayStation 1 game, this is amazing. Like, just the technical side of it is like really sick. Let alone the fact that like the presentation and the actual music, everything is just, this is a really good game.
Mm-hmm. And I still like the sequel even more.
Oh yeah, I mean, I looked up the Metacritic scores and that one's even higher rated. This one still has 87, which is really fucking good for a PS1 game. And it deserves it.
Look at that tight jump. That is nefarious. They also have these little inside breaks to get areas to give you a break from the solar eclipse. Also, whenever the eclipse is going, you can't tell what enemy is going to be what, so when the eclipse runs out, be careful.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
Like, you never know what it could have been the gold armor. And in order to help keep the pace going, there's sometimes alternate paths, so you know you can do this at day or night.
Yeah.
If you're carrying an enemy and it turns to night, they just, I believe they either hurt you or they just pop out. I don't remember exactly.
Oh shit. Well, that was so Also, I'm assuming the game, does the game run natively in widescreen? Because I don't think PlayStation 1 games did that, or if at all.
I could not tell you.
I mean, it certainly works well in widescreen. Or maybe it's just stretched 4:3. That's possible.
It's definitely stretched. You think I'm considerate using an emulator?
Yeah. Never.
Absolutely never.
Oh shit, what the fuck was that?
Another new enemy.
Oh, it's like the mosquito from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
god, look at the size of this lad.
Wahoo! Believe you want to go this way first? Damn. Only one more villager. Let's check this way first.
Well,
Works. That's all the villagers for this stage.
how'd the villagers end up in here?
Well, they're the people who work at the Temple of the Sun.
Well, yeah. That makes sense, but like, I'm just gonna chill above the lava pit.
The idea is they're captured,
Oh, okay, yeah, now I feel.
and you know you pop them out of the bubble.
Yeah. I mean, that would be pretty fucked up to put somebody in like a cage above a lava pit. Like that's some Bond villain-esque shit.
Oh no, it's Bowser, my favorite Bond villain.
Oh, good point. Good point. Well, of course he is. What? He's in a giant castle. He's rich as fuck. He has a bunch of underlings to do his business. One guy runs it, infiltrates the place, and saves the hostage. It's just your Bond, a Bond bot. Here's Bond bot.
So everything's a rip-off of Nintendo except for James Bond, which Nintendo ripped off. Understood.
Totally logical.
That's how the world works. I'm from America. The copyright system works perfectly. It's just that one person owns literally everything, including me. So even though we have all the villagers, the stage isn't quite over yet. We've got a really neat little platform bit. This is the only enemy in the entire area, and we need him to get in get to that spot in the previous room. We have to explore the entire thing while the solar eclipse is still going, and hit all the switches without any enemies. Or at least any enemies you can take with you. Because yeah, look at these guys. Can't take them.
Yeah. Whoa! Okay, that was close. Oh, the music. Oh.
PlayStation 1 game. They could not iron that out.
Yeah, no, I don't think that.
So you can't even pick them up while they're...
Yeah.
Thank you, Switch. Very cool. Full HP and a checkpoint.
Oh boy. Wow, I can't believe Super Mario Galaxy ripped this. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I don't genuinely believe any of these things were ripped off.
Of course.
I hope that's obvious.
time for my favorite boss in the game. Can you guess who? The penultimate boss.
Joker! No. I thought maybe it'd be Joker with Gladius. Or maybe it is. Yeah, here it is.
I love how it kind of looks like he has like a painted on smile, but those are actual fucking teeth.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing of his design of how earlier on it makes him seem, you know, goofier, and then that, you know, he's actually fucking dangerous. Even more threatening.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
Love that galaxy effect.
Revenge. Oh, fuck. The Egg of Destruction? Is this Dragon Guard? What the fuck?
He's got an even cooler transition now. Oh no. Hear that voice? It's time to fight Joker.
Oh, Jesus. God, this really is like Kirby 64, huh? I don't know why, but like...
So Joker is deceptively simple. He just kind of wanders around, occasionally breaks into a run. Those fists can't hurt you if he gets close, so be mindful of your positioning. But, after a certain amount of hits... Remember the stage's gimmick?
Oh, no. What the fuck? What the fuck? God, it really is Kirby 64! What the fuck?
So in order to turn it back to day, you must dodge Joker in his transformed form, and turn all the platforms yellow,
I see.
while all the invulnerable moves are chasing you.
Not nice.
And, unfortunately, the moves are smarter when they're transformed, as in isn't just going to team kill. And they will follow you. That's what the little Bally does. And the fact that, again, the music changes with the
Yeah, I noticed that.
time of day. This song is called Facade and Blade. With the day version being Facade, and the night version being Blade. So now you can see he's doing little sprints to make him even harder to hit.
Yeah. Also, those arms. So is the switch from day to night time-based, or is it damage-based?
Both. Take too long and it will transition naturally. Or if you hit him too many times, he will just do it himself. Just so you know, the fight isn't trivialized. Because I imagined if you were really good, you could hit him enough times before he ever would have a chance for it to change naturally. I love that chorus.
Oh, and now you have to...
Now there's purple, which are even more. And now he does this.
Oh my god.
That does kill the shadow moves.
Oh, that's good.
They just aren't good enough to out-jump that.
Yeah.
That attack is deceptively hard.
Yeah.
like his spacing with the angles, it's really hard to judge where he's going. But this fight's just about over. Unless they really, really do badly with these next shots. Which is a very real possibility.
I mean, I can see this being pretty difficult to hit because they're dumb.
Yeah, and he will just, you know, start running, stop, and start walking just to juke you out. He is sneaky. And start jumping. And the longer the fight goes on, and his HP drops, the quicker the natural transition starts to get. Like, look how quickly it was turning the night already.
Yeah.
But he's finished.
Oh my god. That boy is fucked up. Holy fuck.
More CG.
More CG. Oh no, it's the pace laser!
Oh no.
Well, oh god.
There's the last stage. The Moon Kingdom. God, it looks so fucking pretty.
Welcome to Eggmantopia!
Oh no.
Oh my god, that face!
The CG is just as good as it was before, too.
Oh no, that's... Wow, it's going even higher. Or no, it's not. I'm assuming there's more villagers in the
Yes. The Moon Kingdom last two stages have the last 12 villagers. Cress, the Moon Kingdom. Also the song. The song's called Untamed Heart.
Wukao's gonna fucking die. I'm calling it. Or everyone's gonna fucking die.
So this stage is pretty neat, but also pretty tough. As you'd imagine, with the way the difficulty's been going, it's Only got up.
Yeah.
Don't touch that electricity.
You will die.
This is pretty cool.
Oh, what?
So what we have to do is, the jump's too wide to make normally.
Right. Oh. I see.
Look at that!
Nice.
Also, look
What
at
the fuck
the...
was that thing?
That's a Moon Kingdom person.
Okay then.
I knew it! So break the red gem, and the world statue appears. You can probably guess how this stage is going to go.
Yep, yellow, blue, green, I presume. Get the three.
I believe so.
No, there's a screen.
Also, there's a different version of the song whenever you're outside here, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Look at this design of the floor, too. Like,
That is so cool.
this entire
Like
last
that transparency
stage,
effect, that is really fucking hard to do on the PlayStation.
this entire last world is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Like the art design for this game is top notch. Like, not just in terms of like the just general art style, but like yeah. This game is fantastic. Oh my god, those things with their tongues out. Oh god, what the fuck? Why are there so many?
The game is testing you on everything.
Including how to deal with a fucking mob of limpet tongues coming out of nowhere trying to eat your ass.
How's your timing feel? In short-term aim.
Oh my god. Oh, the dive.
They just gave up.
Yeah. I remember seeing an egg earlier behind a blue statue.
Yeah. The game's good about making sure you hit all the statue spots, just naturally.
Yeah. Not a lot of backtracking.
Outside of visiting the level's hub, as it were.
Yeah.
Already said they blow up?
Whoa. Oh.
So if we pick this guy up, well, he'll immediately blow up. But we have to use him in order to make that jump. So you have to use very careful time to make sure they doesn't slam into the spike.
Right. Oh god, this jump. Oh. First try, idiot. Oh.
Yeah, no. The game does not pull punches.
Yeah, it expects you to think ahead or you're gonna get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
There's green.
Hey, look, that one spot we were in earlier.
Yeah. There you go. Is that gonna be close enough?
Nope.
Nope. Oh, it's just an extra ride. Wait, does that mean if you did the green one first, you can just go immediately back there?
Nope, it's railroaded. The game makes it seem more complex than it is, on purpose.
Oh, it's just you have to do the...
Yeah. The game's sneaky about it. It makes it seem like this big, confusing maze, when in fact, this is a very simple level, you know?
Yeah.
Very neat. Only one more villager.
There's a checkpoint up there.
Look at all these hearts. More disappearing platforms.
And Mirror Fairy with tons of gems around to try and get you lives, presumably. So... yeah.
32 lives is pretty good.
This is tight. These gems.
Who needs the floor?
Floors are dumb. Oh, that's a cool effect.
Look at that. That's evil.
Oh, man. Thank God you can hit it and you don't have to try and jump for it. Oh god, ambush. It's a monster house.
Oh no. Anything but that.
I never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon as a kid, but I loved watching videos of it for some reason.
I rented it a bunch as a kid, but never got very far until I eventually got my own copy.
I think it's really cool how the effect like shows the wireframe.
Oh, it's so fucking neat.
Yeah. Why is... Would you have been able to get up there if you jumped on the yellow statue earlier?
No. So that yellow statue is actually a marker that this is up here.
Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Look how slick that is.
Slack.
What
Oh,
the
what
fuck
the
is that
hell is-
thing? Hmm?
Yeah.
What could it be?
Oh. Just jump over it. This is why I'm good at finding glitches, Harlan. on this elevator.
6-1. Only one more stage. And
Oh,
the
I
bonus
get it. They're like
stage.
astronauts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You get a good
that
look
makes
at what
more
they
sense.
look like pretty soon.
Let's see.
Egg, 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 egg. That cat is actually doing it. My god. Get out of there. Oh, is it doing the funny to me? Stupid controller having a finicky wire.
Oh god.
There we go.
Yeah.
The time of resurrection.
Restoration.
Listen.
Sire? Oh fuck. Oh, I see. I see.
Remember this theme?
Plot twist by M. Shyamalan.
So the song's title is Difficult to Say.
Ooh. Oh shit.
This is the last main stage, and it's a absolute doozy. And this song's really good too.
Oh yeah.
Look at that background. Look at that.
I know, that's sick. That's what blew me away. Holy shit, the parallax on that is sick. Wait, no, that's not even parallax. It's really clever. They're at a different horizontal area, so it looks like parallax, but they don't actually have to use multiple 2D layers for it. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So they get to save a 2D layer because... Yeah. That's clever.
So, notice how enemies are now rushing us from both sides.
Oh shit.
Even these basic moves are now extremely dangerous.
first I thought he was, like, partially into the ground.
So yeah, these are straight up platforming puzzles at this point.
Right.
Damn. All right. Look at this.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. That was too close.
Those enemies. That is those enemies. .jpg. Too close for comfort.
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of the song. Also, another new enemy.
They look kind of like Gladius or Gaddies. With the like whole face design when they have to.
Now I'm just imagining him but using a boomerang. Like same super nefarious design but just throwing himself like a boomerang like he's fucking Rayman.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's basically what's happening. So.
Now this is devious puzzles. Look at this.
What?
These switches have a few seconds of being active.
What?
Are you ready for full-fledged puzzle solving?
I'm ready.
Had to be closer. So yeah, that's your time. So stand here. Throw. Hit.
Oh,
It is tight. Pew!
nice.
Look at all those hearts.
Imagine slip and sliding but falling off.
I love the sand.
Yeah, that's such a weird like element, but it works so well.
Like, you get what it's saying with the sand aisles. Mm-hmm. That's such a... And it kind of has, you know, like that same vibe as the Stardust platforms earlier.
Right. It's a really neat little visual motif.
This entire game, just visuals are so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this room.
Oh boy.
Remember I said there's more enemies than floor?
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Look at that.
Oh god.
Yeah, fuck that diamond. Nope.
Yeah, fuck you, diamond. I thought he was dead. Oh,
Works.
well that works. Damage boost. Super active.
Oh god, the speedrun for this game must be insane.
Oh yeah. I bet you, considering that this game is decently well known, it's been running at GDQ at some point.
Probably.
I'd love to watch that. I'm sitting at the phone. Never mind. What do you do now? Oh. I was like, are you just dead?
The game... I love how the game waits... I love how the game waits just long enough to psych you out. Also, remember I said about not being able to run away from these guys?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
He is very aggressive with catching you.
Arlen, you missed the health power up. I'll never forgive you.
I'll get it on the way back down.
I'm joking.
Quiet, YouTube comment section.
Wow, this guy sucks.
Yes, 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 yes. Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Also, I can't explain, but just the effect of, you know, the dark purple with just the yellow window-like holes. I don't...
Yeah.
It's such a neat aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like a color theory thing. Color.
Ready for this? Only now in the foreground's involved.
Oh, shit. Go. Oh, oops.
So yeah, this is a bit of a conundrum, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you have to throw that one towards the foreground, grab the green one, throw it towards the foreground, and then... There's no way to hit the foreground. Zero.
Mm-hmm. You have to do a very ridiculous jump like that.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's thick.
Would you have expected to see something like this, of this difficulty at the start of the game?
No, this is really impressive. There you go.
Like I said, those are full-fledged puzzles. One neat thing about the second game is that it brings those out from, like, the 4th level. I'm pretty sure you can just slide right on the platform, but it's cool to jump.
It's also interesting how it keeps bringing you back to the central hub. So it's...
Mm-hmm. Variety.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, is that guy just gonna eat himself to death? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, not worth it. Yeah. Those rooms can be vicious, as you saw.
Yeah.
Also, now we have to deal with enemies that can only hit from above, with almost no space to hit them from above.
God, they even block you so you can't damage boost through.
Mm-hmm. Sharp timing there. But thankfully not impossible. Look at this.
Oh my god.
They thought of every way to screw you over.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
He's just waiting for it.
I know, but like, you gotta time that really. Oh Jesus. There you go.
That's the last villager in the game. So once we beat the final boss, we will unlock the bonus level. And, oh boy, the bonus level. I am interested to see how I'm going to do on that, now that I'm not blind to it, like my first run. So I took a bit to get through that. Damn it. Oh, nice. I thought I was being stupid, but I did it cool. Patience. My one weakness. Along with spiders, but that doesn't sound as cool.
Remember when I mentioned Z buffering problem? Stop for a second. Stop moving. You see on the right side there?
On the right?
From the angle it shouldn't be visible, but earlier when it's not as visible here, but like when you were down below on the platform right below you, that's moving back and forth, like that wall on the right just went invisible. Future Harlan will probably be able to notice it.
Identify.
Yeah, I just got cold out for seemingly no reason. That's Z buffer issues.
Yeah, that's a PlayStation 1.
Yeah. That's the thing I was talking about.
Look at this.
Oh my god, what the fuck? So you have to wait for those to respawn. How are you gonna do this?
Fucked up.
Well, that wasn't it.
May notice that the timing of this one is much longer than the others.
Yeah. Nice. And that's the last one, looks like, because that door looks intimidating AF, so.
Notice how there's 3 platforms back to the hub.
Yeah.
And we're out of villages, and there's 2 in each section.
And those 3 fucking lasers.
Yeah, no, we're not quite done just yet.
Yeah.
A life.
Oh, wow, they just flat out give you an extra life and some hearts. Yeah.
It's time for the boss. Who's so bizarre he may as well be part of the stage. Also the song. Nahatum.
Ah,
Welcome to the Wheel of Woe.
I see.
So, I'm gonna demonstrate what happens when you get hit by one of those floating balls, just in case some of my mages do not get hit by any, because you don't want to.
Oh.
That's the only time. That's Goddy's main chance to attack you. He
Yeah,
mostly
so
relies by using the wheel to fuck with you. And the moves just hop off, so you have to catch them. But Gaudius has a lot of different forms, depending on how much his HP is. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that's me.
Now the balls that warp you out are flowing around with him. And
Oh,
the more things you clear, the more it come out.
yeah.
But when he's critically low, he changes strategies even once again. To this nightmare.
Huh?
Follow his hands.
God, I'm trying to grab out of that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
tough.
that is really hard.
You have to wait until he gives you a lucky rotation and then just try and go for it.
God.
Yeah, this last phase can really screw you over. This is a good angle.
Oh my god.
Damn.
You can't seem to grab through the wall.
You can, it's just really tight timing. Because they're all bouncing around, you know?
Oh my god.
And the worst thing is, after you hit him once, it gets even harder to grab.
Whoa.
Oh, he's taking pity on me.
He's changing forms again.
Yes. Damn! Oh well. Like, really, really weird boss, you know?
Yeah, no. I see that.
It's still pretty good.
No, I think it's really cool though.
Especially if you're considering how, you know, most of his tactics so far have just been being weird. Unsettling, bizarre boss fight for an unsettling, bizarre villain. So I think it kind of works like how Joker's boss worked, so as in, you know, both time and damage can make him change. Considering how he just took pity on me at the end there. One more. I believe the color his head has before he merges back together gives you an idea of what he's going to change to.
Yeah. God, this phase just seems ridiculous.
Quit laughing at me.
The cat?
No, just his little chuckle.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, no, my cat's definitely making fun of me. That's just what cats do. Almost. Like, part of the hardest part is just reaching the optimal position to make a grab with the right angles. Because, you know, the wheel is working against you. Like, at a point like that, if you can get to, if it throws you to the right, you can get a good grab, it's just, if the wheel's against you, good luck. Alright. I can take a hit this time.
What?
Yeah, he would go to this one. Got him! 6-2 is clear.
Well, that was abrupt.
Well, the game has to let us save.
Oh, well, yeah, fair. But it's like, I would have expected like more of a fade out before then, and like fade to black, and then that. Instead of just a no da 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 da.
Da, 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 da. That's the full song. Every single villager has been gained. I'm sure nothing's going to happen after this.
Oh yeah, everything will be fine. Nightmare egg? What nightmare egg?
I'm sure it can be turned off. And hey, look, it's everyone.
Why is everyone here? Why didn't you go to the fucking ends of the earth?
To help beat him up.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, like what are they supposed to do? Go down there with the world ending?
Yeah, true. This is just the pacifist route ending of Undertale.
He
You're
disagrees
like,
with your
bruh,
reference.
Bruh, you guys forgot about the giant death egg? Dumbass!
Your reference is incorrect, Lynn.
What the fuck?
Nahatum, the god of nightmares.
Cool.
Goes out in style.
Oh, fuck.
That heartbeat. Ugh.
What? Oh. The thing from earlier that was chasing you around during the solar eclipse. Looks kind of like that.
It's probably the strongest nightmare creature.
I was gonna ask why the kid was there. Whoa.
To the final boss.
Rainbow Road. Jesus.
Look at that thing. God of fear and nightmares indeed. This is the final vision. Look at how fast they are.
Oh god.
And the only one who's regular is hopping in the opposite direction of you. And he can do that.
Oh Jesus.
Now they're regular hopping. Also avoid having that happen.
Is this on a timer, or do you just, or like in terms of filling up the cannons? Do
No.
they eventually fire automatically? You have to get all 5. That's what I thought.
Think of it less like, you know, cannons and more like 5 hits.
Right.
Because the cannon shooting will take him out in one shot.
Oh. It's... Ew, the tongue. Oh god. Did we just get forward? And heated?
Look at those bastards, they're running away.
Loser. Oh. Whoa.
So when I played the Wii version, I got a really weird bug. It'll make sense soon. I'm gonna wait until after he's done his attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That did jack shit.
No, he didn't like it, trust me.
Now we're floored. Cool.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
This is real, like, Kirby final boss vibes.
This part's
Not a bad...
tough. Also, so yeah, I had a really weird bug when I played the Wii version for the first time on this final boss. I had to do all the forms without dying.
Oh, the checkpoints didn't work?
Yeah. And this part is really hard.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's hard to even judge where the lasers are, really.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, unlike the last round, we're going to have to do more after we finish these hits.
Yeah. Oh, there's a new crystal.
Now even the crystal's running around.
Great.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Of course not.
Time for the roughest part of the fight. So remember how you said it that those cannons didn't do anything? Yeah, he's looking a little worse now, ain't he?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Look at this thing.
Jesus.
So now we can't throw it in the foreground, we have to double jump over a pit to give him a shot.
Nice.
And you can probably guess how he's going to fight now. All these platforms. Sure would be a shame if they didn't exist.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
doing
no.
this trick.
At least they come back, I guess.
Eventually. But yeah, no. And you can also do that. So yeah, imagine trying to do all this on one life.
That's nuts.
First now he's sending armored guys running the opposite direction of you.
Yeah, that's just pretty cool. Oh my god, it's a one.
Phew. Gotta run the other way. Yeah, he's so fast with this last rush that you don't have time to flutter.
You
Make
have
the
to
jump
start-
safe.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god, 4 of them. Yes.
Risking it! Wait. That was almost cool.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead is not in my vocabulary.
True. I mean, fair enough.
Man, that would have been so cool if I pulled that off.
It was really close, too. Like, you literally hit the last cannon, but then died.
Woohoo!
Oh god, that was close.
Only one more hit. Like, simple fight, but it requires pretty good execution to pull it off. Alright. He's actually down now.
That's ominous. Sorry, it was just the fucking sound effect.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
That fucking death cry. God of Fear's a nightmare, like I said.
Jumping animation.
Look at him.
Bitch, I'm right here. Like I said, he denies.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I remember hearing back in the day when the Wii remake was made was that the ending was really sad and made people cry, and I can understand why. Jesus Christ.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, no shit.
Bittersweet is the theme for the entire series. Both in the actual games and just its overall, you know, what keeps happening. These are some of the best games ever, yet no one would ever know. So yeah, throughout the game, if you pay close attention to how Hupo acts, as the game goes on, he starts actually warming up to Klonoa more and more. At the beginning, it was just an act.
Right.
So, thoughts on the project? I'll go first then. This game is absolutely phenomenal. Art, music, the actual gameplay, all of it is just unbelievably good. I highly recommend you go out and play this game for yourself, even if you have to play the Wii version. Like, I talk a lot of shit on it, but it's not horrible, it's just not as good.
Yeah, no, that was really fucking good. That's really impressive.
And it's not over, of course. We still have the
yeah.
bonus stage.
Bonus stage.
Which is going to be visceral. Binge.
Alright! God damn it!
So now that we've beaten the game, we can choose any stage. And, because we collected all of them, the extra vision. Notice how it says best time.
Yeah. The extra vision. What? This guy's fucking nuts.
So the extra vision is the Tower of Blue. There's no villages here. And this song is an absolute fucking banger. And that should tell you all you need to know about how bad this is gonna be.
Oh, God. Oh, my. Let's see.
This is not my first time through this gauntlet, but...
You have to complete it all in one life?
No, thank God. There are checkpoints.
Let's see.
They have mercy.
That's good. You even have the courtesy to stop the timer when you're during a transition between screens. That's pretty nice.
Remember I said there's gonna be a lot of times where there's just less floor than enemies?
Oh
Look
my
at this.
God, I just realized all the coins are extra lives.
Yeah, like I said, that should give you an idea how bad this is. Yeah, get used to hearing Wahoo. So yeah, the stage is also partial score attack, which is unlocked in every stage. You know, challenge yourself to see how many gems you can get in the entire stage. But I'm not insane.
Yeah, no, I think it's the right play.
No, it is ridiculously hard.
Jeez.
There we go.
I like how the ticker actually like takes a bit to catch up. Uh-oh.
This is the screen that I remember.
This looks incredibly brutal.
Oh, that room took me like 10 tries last time. Hell yeah.
I mean, you're going through it pretty fast. You're doing it. Oh.
Damn!
Oh, you're so close. Oh. It's like every time you're using one of these, it's like you're worried you're not going to be able to get high enough.
Yeah, no, they are very nefarious.
God.
Alright, I figured what's going on.
No!
And I was an idiot and just threw it after I got it because I was so muscle memoried up. Oopsies. Of course, it's the screen I can't die in that's giving me most trouble. That makes sense.
There's a will, there's a way. Oh yeah, that's probably easier.
But the timing's a little rougher, just because, you know...
True. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Oh.
I did not think I grabbed it.
God, I feel like I'm having deja vu for no apparent reason.
Maybe Celeste?
Probably, yeah.
I can see some of the more ridiculous levels pulling stuff like this. With like the gems you charge
no
into.
idea. You have no idea.
Like the
somebody
gems you
even
charge
made,
into?
So there's A sides, B sides, and C sides, and somebody made a D sides mod.
Oh no.
I got through the first D side. It took me about 10 hours. I didn't even bother touching it. That mod has some of the most insane fucking shit imaginable. Like, the C sides were already an incredibly long time to do. But the B sides, but
Look at this.
oh my god. Are you gonna drop to infinite cup? No! Oh my god.
Look at this madness.
This is just... Oh, and now you have to do it again?
69, nice.
Nice.
It was all a ploy.
Alright, you're not allowed to die now, Harlan.
Easier said than done. God, that's tight.
Yeah. God.
Wahoo!
Wahoo.
Holy shit! I should not have been able to pull that one off.
God, that was slick.
Look at this.
Oh my god. They really went all out, huh? Oh. The dream is dead.
Alright. Oh, I was lucky.
Oh yeah. Basically damage reduced over.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
That went very smooth. My original time was like 30 minutes.
Oh no! Oh, that face has to be the thumbnail.
Oh,
Make
it
this
will.
Photo stage separate and just make this the thumbnail.
I'll make that the thumbnail for the whole video. Like, should be short enough that I can just put the entire game in one vid.
I'm just gonna put the meme hell, this screenshot with no context.
Mm-hmm. He's too old for her, but he's young at heart.
Oh, is that gonna unlock the sound test?
That's sound test.
Oh, that's cool.
And here's the full version.
Nice.
So that is the bonus stage. Also went from 34 lives to 68 lives. You get a lot of
Yeah.
lives, you can pull that off well.
Nice.
Has every track in the game. And
That
its
is cool.
name.
That's a neat little bonus. That's really cool. Joka mood.
And gives you an idea of what stage it would pop up in.
Oh, that's also really cool. I see.
So, before we leave, there won't be a much better time to explain this. So I'll just... So, there's Klonoa 2, which is the mainly known direct sequel, right?
Right.
There's a Wonder Swan Klonoa game.
Yeah. That's what I saw earlier.
In that game, Hupo actually manages to get to Klonoa again,
Oh,
which is
wow.
the excuse of why you're able to, use the ring in that game. I bring this up because it actually ties in somewhat with Klonoa 2. It'll make more sense when we inevitably get to that, because that's my favorite game ever. But when that game ends and Klonoa and Hupo part for good, they have a chance to actually, talk to each other before Klonoa's yoinked out, right?
Right.
Basically, the final line Hupo gives is, although we're going to be apart, well, it's not the exact quote because I'm dumb brain, but paraphrased. Although we'll be apart, as long as you remember the sorrow in your heart, we'll always be together.
Oh, wow.
This line may or may not come up again in 2. Because in case it wasn't obvious, 2 is also bittersweet as hell. But yeah, this whole series, as you heard about the movie and all that, and I think I mentioned the webcomic that died quickly. It's as bittersweet as the actual games.
Yeah.
So, I'll leave you with that. Good night.